Hey guys, it's me, a touch of Loveless, your fave cook. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be cooking a meal. It was requested, and forgive me if I pronounce it wrong. Honestly, it was super delicious, so good. Like my expectations were kind of like, what? But like, no, it was honestly so good, so delicious, you know? Um, it is called, forgive me if I'm pronouncing it wrong, Enfrijoladas. It is basically what it sounds like, all right? Frijoles is beans. For those of y'all that don't know, those are beans in Spanish. Enfrijoladas. Um, it is literally, it was the freaking delicious. Like, it was so good. All the ingredients that you need are literally a few peppers, some beans, your tortillas, and you're set. If you want a few toppings, go ahead and do a few toppings and you're set. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys stay just to be interested and see exactly what the heck I'm talking about, what I made, how it came out. It was delicious. Like, honestly, 10 out of 10. These are one of the meals that I can cook like on a go. I can have leftover and I'd eat for breakfast in the morning on the go. Like, honestly, 10 out of 10, delicious. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. And then we also paired it with like just this little side like salad. I believe it's called a ensalada. I could be like totally completely wrong. I believe it's called an ensalada. It literally is just like some veggies or fruits, whatever you guys really want. I used cabbage, radish, cucumbers, literally chopped that up, added it into a bowl with some lime and some tahini. And that was literally it. But you guys are going to see exactly what it was, exactly what I cooked, exactly how my meal came out. It was delicious, so good, like 10 out of 10. These are like one of those meals, if you need something new, something fresh, and you're just tired of eating the same meals over and over again, this is a meal for you. This is a video for you. Like, share, comment, subscribe, do what you will. Help me grow. Thank you. We're gonna use some of these arbol chilies. I'm personally using a can of beans. I have a half onion. I used about 3 to 4 garlic cloves, and then you're just gonna want to go ahead and use flour or corn tortillas. It's literally just your choice. But you're gonna want to go ahead and just chop up your onion and just, you can mince your garlic or just leave them exactly like that. You're honestly just going to end up blending all of this anyway, so it's just literally to your liking, to your choice. So for as of right now, you're literally just going to want to chop up half of that onion. I did it like this. I finally was like staring at my girl and seeing how she chops up the onion. This is how she was doing it. So this came out like way better than what I was doing before. But like I said, because I was blending it, I really didn't care. So I just went ahead and chopped it one more time. So that way when I kind of sauteed it or let it come to like a little grill on the stove, it could come all evenly and I wasn't waiting for quite some time. So you want to literally just go ahead. You can mince your garlic. You can go ahead and just chop them up like this. I went ahead and let my pan preheat. I added some olive oil to the pan, and then I threw my onion and my garlic up in there. And then I went ahead and was opening up those arbol chilies. Honestly, correct me down in the comments if I'm pronouncing anything wrong. But these are the chilies that I went ahead and used. I got them at Cardenas. I've seen them at Stater Brothers before. I went ahead and just cut them because these things were long. So I was like, might as well just cut them. So I was literally debating if I should put that in or not. But I was like, why would I just put that little piece? So might as well. I used literally just 2 of these. It came out to like 4 little ones because like you saw and I did. I literally just cut it in half. So it came out to 4, but I did only use 2 from the bag. They were just long. So I went ahead and just kind of like mixed it around evenly so everything had its like oil and it could come faster and cook faster to an evenly cook. I went ahead and opened up my beans and just put them in the pots and let them come to a boil. Honestly, I made beans for this and I am so freaking sad. I made beans. I literally boiled them. I spent my little 2 hours boiling them and everything. And I don't know if like I should have put the beans away or what I did wrong. I don't know if like I used too less of a water. I don't know what I did. Comment down below if you've made any beans before. But my beans literally were like molded. Literally the next day, I literally woke up or whatever, molded. They were like smelling and they were molded. I was like, oh, I don't know if I should have put them away in the fridge. I don't know what I did. So that's why we are resulting to some canned beans, and I can never go wrong with these beans. So I went ahead and literally just put them into my pan, and I'm just going to let them do their thing. I'm going to forget about it, and I'm just going to cap it. I had this at a high medium, so that's why they cooked to this perfect little toasted temperature that I love. My house smells so amazing. Like, I love the way that, like, grilled onion smells. Like, I may not love the texture of a grilled onion, but I love the way that it smells. I went ahead and just put it into a side bowl. I went ahead and checked on my beans. They were like this, almost done, but not quite, but they were almost done. Honestly, I'm just going to go ahead and reuse my exact same pan. So I'm literally just going to go ahead and add some oil in for my tortillas. You guys could go ahead and wash your pan. Sue me, shoot me, kill me. If you guys find this like something you're not willing to do. Me personally, girl, I was just in my cooking little zone. I wasn't trying to just get down and wash just one dish. I was trying to wash every dish at once. So I was like, let me just reuse it. Might as well. So I went ahead and added in some oil. My pan was literally already hot enough. You've seen that. My tortilla is already cooking. You're not going to want to cook this like crunchy. So you're literally just going to want to throw it in there for probably like 1 minute on each side, like 2 minutes max. It should not be crunchy. You're not going to want a taco shell. You're not going to want a tostada shell. Look at my little puppy over there in his t-shirt, taking in the back. Like, what are you doing, nosy? You're literally just going to want it like this, like a little bit toasted, not too hard, but you don't want it like raw and soft, you know? So I went ahead and just repeated the process. I made a few of them. I made about like 10. Honestly, I didn't know how many to make because this is my first time making it. So I was like, So we live and we learn, you know. I was having trial and error. Sometimes I was flipping the tortillas too soon. So, you know, you just live and you learn. But it was literally just a repeated process. Make as many tortillas as you want. I'm going to eat about 3 at a time. So if I'm plating for 2 people, I'd make about 6. But obviously, you're going to want a little bit extra. So honestly, just go ahead and make about 12 to 10 tortillas. And this is literally what you're going to want to do. You don't cook them all the way, and literally I just place them on top of my paper towel so some of that oil could drain. So when I eat it, it wasn't a mouthful of oil and beans. Once you're done, just set aside your tortillas while we go ahead and just finish up the meal. So with those grilled onions and the chilies that we went ahead and put on the stove, we're going to add them into the blender. We're also going to go ahead and add in some chicken broth. If you made beans, I would say to add in about like maybe 1.5 cups of that bean water. Since I didn't make beans, I just added a little bit of some chicken broth. My beans weren't fully like heated up that I wanted, so I went ahead and just started up the rice because that was going to take a little bit of time, and I wanted everything to be done all at once. So I did 2 cups of rice. I went ahead and washed it before I put it in my rice cooker. I did 3 cups of water. Yes, 2 cups of rice, 3 cups of water in my rice cooker. That's how I love it. My rice always comes out just amazing and good. I went ahead and put in for my last cup, so I did 2 cups full of water. For that last third cup, I did half chicken broth and half of water. And then I went ahead and just put in some of this Knorr that I got for the rice. I would say maybe about under a cup of it. Then I went ahead and just put my rice cooker on. While my beans came to a finish, they were on the side just cooling down a little bit. I went ahead and just added them into the blender. We're gonna want the beans to come to a little bit of a soft, like smooth texture, so not like that chunky, like what you see now texture. You're gonna want them on that like smoother, more like a honey texture. So literally just go ahead and add all of your beans in there, add those onion and those peppers, some chicken stock, or if you made homemade beans, add approximately, I would say 1.5 cups of some water. I added in chicken broth as I went, so I added in some at the bottom. I let it mix up. Once it was blending and blending, you could tell the difference at the top compared to the bottom right there. Once it was blended like this, I went ahead and just added in a little bit more of my chicken stock. As you could see, some of my peppers were coming up, and I noticed that's when I needed to add a little bit more so it could blend on better. I was just filling on the side, seeing if I added in my peppers too hot. I didn't want my blender to freaking explode on me or anything. I went ahead and checked the texture of my beans, and I went ahead and tasted it. Beautiful, beautiful taste. Like, it was spicy at the end, but not too hot. Just wonderful and beautiful. I went ahead and added in the rest of my chicken broth. I had it in that bowl because the bowl had some spices and like that onion oil. So I went ahead and just mixed it into the bowl, added it into the blender just for that little extra bit of some flavor. These were how my beans ended up looking. And then I went ahead with the same exact pan. I patted it down with a paper towel to get all of that extra oil out. I went ahead and just added my beans into the pan. I got every inch of my beans. Y'all know me. I don't play around here. Every inch of my beans. And then I went ahead and just let these come to a boil. And honestly, dude, 10 out of 10. This smacked. Like, oh my gosh, this smacked. I'm thinking about making it for breakfast in the morning. Maybe I don't even have to even add in the chili peppers. I'll just go ahead and just boil up some beans and add it like this. This was so wonderful and so beautiful. I went ahead and topped it off with some crema and some cojeta cheese, and it was wonderful. While I let that come to a boil, I told you guys we went ahead and made this little side salad, you can call it. It is a like ensalada. The first time I had it was at my girlfriend's family house. They kind of made it with like this empanada meal, and this was a side that you would put it on top. So it was literally like a beef and potato empanada, and you literally just put this on top of it. It was so delicious and so good. Sometimes I make this, we just put it on top of our tacos. We'll put it like on top of a steak. This right here is good as a snack, even alone. This is good with a bag of chips. Honestly, on a good hot summer beach day, this right here is just amazing and super easy, super good. It literally only needs about like 4 ingredients. I just added in that 5th of being the radish just because I wanted to add my own little taste. So I went ahead and just cut my cabbage. It's honestly to your liking. I personally cannot cut cabbage or onion for squat. Like, I don't know what it is. I need to go back to culinary school because, oh my gosh, I don't know. It's like I'm losing what I learned because, dude, what the heck? It's like COVID hit. I didn't pick up a knife for 2 years or something because what the heck? But you want to go ahead and just cut up some cabbage to your liking. I use approximately half of some cabbage. I just cut it up, add it into a bowl. Then I went ahead and peeled my cucumber. It's up to you. You can use 1 or 2 cucumbers. Honestly, it's optional. But I went ahead and just added in 2 whole cucumbers, cut and peeled them. Cutting is honestly optional, and it's literally up to you whether you like yours thin, thick, small, in the circle, cubed, squared, whatever you guys like. It's honestly optional. I'm just literally going to go ahead and repeat the process, exactly what I did to the first one. And then I'm going to try to line them up evenly. So when I cut them, I don't have to go back and forth and cut one and one. I can go ahead and try to cut them up all at the same time. Even though one was longer than the other, you'll see that it worked out either way. honestly, I used this whole bag of lime, and then I went ahead and used even more limes, and I added in like 2 more lemons because I ran out of limes. So this one that I made, I would honestly probably use about like 20 to 25 limes. Usually when my girlfriend makes it, she makes it like in a smaller portion, and she cuts everything like thinner. So I don't know how many limes she's making used to do, because man, I don't even know. I'm like dumbfounded honestly right now. I was like literally just thinking about how many limes that I did use for this. I probably used honestly like 20 limes. So I'm like, what the heck? Like, I used so many. But it's worth it. It's worth it. This is like honestly where the flavor comes, where the juice. If your lime don't look like that, baby, it's still got juice in it. So go ahead and squeeze it some more. Go ahead and squeeze it some more. Once I added in all my lime, I just did that process. I didn't want to bore you guys. I added in some tahini, as much or as little as you guys want. Honestly, all of this is optional. It's up to you. You guys don't even have to make this exactly how I'm making it. You guys can spice it up, make it your own. This is how I noticed that I needed more lime. So I was like, girl, no, let me go ahead and add some more lime. You see that? It looked a little bit better. Yes, you've seen that. It looked way better. Look at that. The first spin was like dry and just not giving. This right here is how it should be looking. I set it off to the side, and then I just added in some radishes. This right here is completely optional. My girlfriend has never added in radishes, but I just love a radish with lime and saw. It's something about it. It's so good. Like, call me weird. It kind of tastes like a little dirty. Like, it kind of tastes like dirt. I don't know why. It is just so delicious. Like, I love the taste of a radish. Like, it's unexplainable. It's like a jicama. Like, it has no flavor, but it has that flavor. But I went ahead and literally just repeated this to all of my radishes. I used approximately 1 bunch of radish, and I just added it on top, and then I mixed it up a little bit, and literally 10 out of 10, delicious. Once I'm done, this is me just throwing it on top, and then I'm gonna go ahead and mix it in. I was watching Gordon Ramsay while I was doing this, and the most funniest episode came on. I've like always seen the memes, and I watched this episode when I was in high school, so I was dying when this came on. Oh my gosh, look at this little radish, sorry. But it was that meme where he's like, "What are you? An idiot sandwich." Please, I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna literally like search the holy grail internet for this so I can play it. I hope I don't get copyright, but I want you guys to see what I'm talking about, because this video had me dying. Oh my gosh, this was so hilarious.
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
Idiot sandwich what?
An idiot sandwich, Chef Ramsay.
Oh my goodness. But anyway, I went ahead and just uncapped my rice. It was looking fluffy and delicious. So I went ahead and saw if it was, and it was. I like to personally go ahead and just mix my rice up a little bit, because it tells me if the bottom of the rice burned or not. So I like to mix it up before the rice gets hardened, gets nasty. I like to just mix my rice up personally. Soon, I'll be learning how to cook rice on the stovetop, and oh my gosh, y'all will soon then be really loving me, because I'm gonna be having all the recipes, all the do's, everything. But this is my little son. You seen him in the corner waiting for his little plate personally. I'm like, sorry, puppy, you can't have this. Sorry. But this is me plating my plate. I'm going to show you guys how I plated the enfrijoladas, and this is exactly what they were. So I went ahead and just got my tortillas, and I slammed them right up into the beans, and I literally just flipped them like you would like a tostada in some oil. I literally just went ahead and flipped it. I got my tongue and kind of just folded it like a taco, and then I just put it on the plate, and that was that. This was literally the meal, and let me tell you, it was delicious. Like, it was so delicious. You don't understand. Like, the tortilla was like crunchy but soft, and it's like the beans were like spicy but not. Like, oh my gosh, it was so filling, but like a light filling. It didn't make you feel like tired and like sick after. Like, you felt like you just had a good, wonderful meal. Like, oh my gosh, honestly, 10 out of 10. This was amazing. And these were one of those meals that is like, what? Like, you've never had, you didn't think you would ever have, like you don't know how it would taste. Like, yeah, these were one of the meals for the books. Definitely keep in your back pocket for one of those meals that you want to try if you've never had before, something that you want to cook one day if you've never cooked before. Honestly, 10 out of 10. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I was like, what can I do? What can I top it off with? I topped it off with some cojeta cheese, and then I did some Mexican sour cream, some table cream. You can also top it off with some lettuce and some salsa. I was just being a little lazy butt, and I didn't make any salsa, and I didn't want to cut up no lettuce, all right? So I just went ahead and topped it off with my cojeta cheese and some table cream, and this right here was beautiful. 10 out of 10. Like, oh my goodness, this was amazing. Let me know down in the comments below if you've had this, who makes it in your family, how you guys make it. Let me know if you guys are honestly going to try this meal, if you wrote it down, if you want to try. Let me know. Like, I want to know how this meal looks to you, because this meal right here was a 10 out of 10. Like, look at my little ensalada. Like, beautiful. I love it. It was like just the right combination. Like, it was delicious. Like, oh my gosh. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys honestly really do give this one a try. This one was one for the books.